So Plato's theory of idea is the universal which is independent, and we the particular is dependent on that universal. For example, in this world, we the man, we the men are the particular man, we do not have independent existence. But in that world, that is the world of universal, there is a universal man or the idea of man which is independent, and we the particular man from this world are dependent on that universal man. So that universal man is the man or the manness. The universal man or the manness is the idea or the substance which has substantial existence. This is very important. We normally believe that idea is what? Idea normally doesn't have any substantial existence in this world. We feel or we know that it is a conventional belief that idea is, it is some kind of activity of the mind. So it exists in the mind. But Plato's idea, which is pronounced as idea in Greek philosophy, that idea exists in that world of universal which has substantial existence. For example, manness has substantial existence in that world of universal, and we the particular man are dependent on that manness. So this is how Plato has given a very interesting interpretation of idea or the substance or the universal. Now let us see the characteristics of Plato's theory of idea. First characteristics is automatically you will imagine that it is the substance. According to Plato, idea is nothing but the substance which has its own existence. Secondly, Plato's idea is universal. First one is it is substance which is independent. Secondly, Plato's idea is universal. Okay, it never indicates any particular individuals in this world. Rather, it represents a class. For example, dog. So we can perceive the particular dog in this world, but the idea of dog exists in that world. In that world means the world of universal, that is dogness. So the dogness represents the class of dog. Okay, that is why it is the universal. Third characteristics of idea, Plato's idea is, as I have already says, it is not the particular object, it is one kind of thinking process. In this world, see, sometimes it seems that Plato's opinion may be self-contradicted. Sometimes it may be felt, but you will have to remember that Plato is very ancient philosopher, and in that time, all the thinking had not developed so much. So there may be some drawbacks. Still, we'll have to accept that Plato has established a foundation for the successive philosophical thinking. Third character of idea in Plato's philosophy is it is one kind of thinking process. For example, it is not the knowledge of particular object in the world. Rather, it is one kind of thinking process. Means when you are perceiving a particular man, why you are perceiving the particular man, how can you know he is a man? Because you have the idea of manness. So manness is in your thinking process, manness is in your idea, manness is in your mind. So that idea, that what is there in your mind as manness, that is the idea in Plato's term, in Plato's understanding. Then Plato, according to Plato, every idea is one. Means for man there is oneness, that is one. Okay. Then you know you can say that for dog there is one idea, that is dogness. Okay. So every individuals are represented by one universal according to Plato. Then next character of in idea according to Plato is it is eternal. It is not changeable from person to person or situation to situation, or it doesn't have any end, it is eternal. You know, next character of idea in Plato's philosophy is idea is the essence of the particulars. It is the essence. Means you will have to know this idea by using your reason. You can know the particulars by using the sense experience, no doubt, but to know the essence, that is the idea. Essence is means idea is the essence of the particulars, and you will have to know this idea by using your reason. The next character in Plato's philosophy about idea is it is a perfect existence. Idea is, you can say it is a complete existence of the individuals or the particulars. It is complete means by idea is the, you can say it is the ideal. Ideal means it is the perfect substance of the particulars. We the particulars in the worlds are not perfect, but idea is perfect, and we always try to have that perfection, though we fail. For example, in Republic Dialogue, Plato was talking about ideal state, but he said that ideal state in his, in that level, what Plato had speculated that the ideal state should be, governed by the philosopher king, and there will be justice, etc., etc. But that perfection cannot be attained, but we can try to achieve that perfection. The same is the case in case of idea, that idea is the perfect substance, and we the particular always try to achieve that perfection, though it is not possible. That is how Plato is saying that idea is the perfect existence. Next, he said idea is beyond the space and time. It is obvious because Plato said idea exists in another world, that is in the world of universal. So that idea will be definitely beyond space and time. We the world of particular belongs to space and time. That is why we have beginning and end. But idea he said it is eternal, which is beyond space and time. Again he said that idea can be known by reason. So these are some of the character by which Plato is trying to elaborate his understanding about idea. He said there are two types of means of knowledge: sense experience and reason. By reason we can have perfect knowledge, and means by reason we can have the knowledge of the universal, or by reason we can have the knowledge of the idea. We may know the particulars by sense perception, but that is not perfect knowledge. To have the perfect knowledge means to have the knowledge of the idea, we need to have the reason or reasoning capacity. So this is how Plato is trying to explain his understanding of idea. He said ideas are many, means every particulars. For man there is one idea, that is manness. For dog there is one idea, that is dogness. For birds there is one idea, that is birdness. So there are, in that sense, there are many ideas which has existence in that world of universal. Okay. So this is how we'll have to understand Plato's theory of idea. First, let us be clear that our conventional understanding of idea in idealism is different. That idea is what? It is the activity of mind. But Plato's idea is what? It is substance. Means it is a substance which has existence in another world, that is the world of universal. Okay, idea has substantial existence. That is why one very important thing it is said, though Plato is talking about idea, but he is not considered as idealist. Why he is not considered as idealist, though he is talking about idea? Because his idea is totally different. He said that idea, the same term, he has used different terms for the same purpose. That is the idea, the substance, the universal. Okay, so these are the terms which he has used for that substance. Which is the substance which is independent, which exists in another world. For example, manness. Manness is the substance which has substantial existence in another world. But our understanding, normal understanding, in normal understanding, we think that madness is, what is madness? It is the idea of our mind. But Plato said it is not simply the idea of our mind, rather it has substantial existence in another world. Okay, so this is how we'll have to understand. Plato is talking about two types of world: world of particular and world of universal. World of particular is here, which can be known through sense experience, but the world of universal, which is known as world of idea, has a defined existence which is substantial. So this is how we'll have to understand Plato's theory of idea.